Hello and welcome to Time Out, your live daily huddle with Tristan White. Today is Tuesday, the 30th of June, the last day of the financial year here in Australia. If you're here with me, please give me the thumbs up, type in the comments, let me know you're here. I'd love to know who's here, who's with me, and who is joining us for Time Out today, Tuesday, 30th of June. My name's Tristan White. I'm the founder and CEO of the Physio Co, a healthcare company that helps seniors stay mobile, safe and happy. I'm also your host for Time Out, a live daily huddle for leaders that are working hard to grow themselves so they can grow their teams, build their confidence and become the best leader they possibly can be. Jim's here. G'day Jim, nice to have you back 2 days in a row. I like it, Jim. I'm enjoying having you as a part of our Time Out huddles. Marge is here again. G'day Marge, nice to have you with you. And Carmel's back. Welcome back, Carmel. You've been away. I hope you had a nice weekend, extended weekend away. I think you've been on, so welcome back. Great to have you here with us again, Carmel. Yeah, anyone else, if you're here, feel free, jump in the comments, let me know you're here. I'd love for you to join in, to participate, and to be part of this Time Out Daily Huddle. Before I launch into the huddle today, thank you to everyone who supported, attended, liked, commented, shared, was part of the launch of the Culture is Everything Club last night. It was there was a fair bit of work in preparing for it and then having the event, and I really appreciate the support from members of the Culture is Everything crew who were there and who continue to support it. And a big welcome to our new members. We've got a small and growing number of members who have joined already. There's a number of people that I'll be speaking to this week and who are interested and likely to be joining as well. And we are likely to have a small group of probably up to about 20 or so, maybe between 20 and 30 members is the founding members, and that's fantastic. It's a group of committed crew who are ready to take their lives, their leadership and their teams to the next level, and we'll do it in a supported environment where we can help each other and start building the Culture is Everything Club. So big thank you to everyone. And if you are interested in that, it's www.cultureiseverything.club is the place to be. Joe says, congratulations on the launch. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. And appreciate you're here, Joe. And you've been you're one of the very earliest members of this Time Out Live Daily Huddle crew. So nice to have you here today. And thanks for being part of this journey that's been happening for a few months now. And there's a long, long way to go. Now, Phil's here. G'day, Phil. Nice to have you here as well. Appreciate you being here again today, Phil. And thanks for being there again last night. Alrighty, enough of the warm-up. We better get into this daily huddle. Today, like every day, I'm going to share three things. I'm going to share the agenda or the plan for Time Out is, firstly, what's going on. I'm going to share with you my priorities, what I'm working on today, the important things in my job and in my life. And while I do that, I'd love it if you would take a moment to know what's important for you. What are you working on? At the very least, have it written down in your planner, in your calendar, on your notepad, on your phone, wherever it might be. Really important to have your priorities clarified. Secondly, we're going to talk about where are you stuck, a chance to identify a roadblock or something that's getting in the way. And lastly, as always, a good news story told through the lens of a core value. So that's the plan. Yesterday, I gave you 5 priorities I was working on, and I had a better day yesterday. I got 5 out of 5 priorities, which was a big day for me to get all those things done yesterday, including celebrating KW's birthday both in the morning and in the evening as well. So that's me from yesterday. How did you go? How'd you go with your priorities yesterday? I'd love to know if you got the 1, 2, 3. How many of your priorities done over the last 24 hours? Please let me know if you would. Alrighty, let's start this clock in the top corner and get on with Time Out for today, Tuesday, the 30th of June. The clock has started. Welcome to Time Out for Tuesday. Let's start with what's going on. I'm going to share my priorities firstly from the Physio Co. My job at the Physio Co is the most significant part of what I do. I lead a growing team at the Physio Co, and my priorities today is, firstly, I need to speak to our digital marketing team who help us online to attract more clients, senior clients and their families, so we can help them stay mobile, safe and happy. And we need to adjust the way we're advertising and marketing, because in Melbourne, where we've got a significant part of our team, we are affected by this second wave, if you will, dare I say second wave, but more COVID-19 spread. And therefore there's locations that we can't attend, can't go to, clients we can't visit, which is real a real pain, but it's important that we do our part to support the reducing the spread, and so therefore we can't do as much work in Melbourne. So we're going to adjust the focus and make sure we are focusing on growing our clients in Sydney, in Adelaide, and other areas where we can actually better see our clients. So that's my first priority, and the second one. Today's the last day of the financial year. Yesterday I said I need to speak to our accountant. Today I need to speak to the Physio Co has got a shareholder. We're at a joint venture with another owner of the Physio Co, the Aveo Group, and I need to speak to David at the Aveo Group to make sure we've got everything sorted out for this final day of the financial year that we've been in business together. So that's my second priority for the Physio Co. That one's about relationships, making sure they're as strong as we can make them. What are you working on? What are you working on? What are your important priorities that you're working on? I'd be really interested to know, and feel free to drop them in the comments if you'd like. Like Carmel has put them in there. I'm going to get Carmel's on the screen just a tick. But if you're not ready to share, that's A-OK. But please do know what your priorities are. But let's get them up here, Carmel. Let's have a look what you're working on. Carmel says, number one priority is setting the new day and time for our monthly meeting. Second part of it is number two, since I'm on holiday, trying to get into the garden for an hour each day. Nice, Carmel. Excellent. I hope you're making progress. And number three, at least 1 hour of reading, either for a business or a bit of fiction for a change. Nice, Carmel. Good priorities. I'm really pleased that we are at timeout, but one of the core values of the Culture is Everything organization that I've been building, this little crew that's moved into a club and sort of getting a little bit of momentum, is to embrace this idea of having a timeout. A timeout not only during the day, which is where we are right now, but a bigger timeout regularly to be able to hopefully relax a little bit or at least refresh. And Carmel, that's exactly what you're doing right now. So I hope you're enjoying it, and thanks for sharing your priorities there with us. Alrighty, along with my priorities at the Physio Co, I always share my priorities for what I'm doing to support you guys as the host here at Timeout. And so for you guys, the Culture is Everything crew, my priorities is, firstly, I recorded a podcast interview this morning. Now, I didn't interview someone for the Think Big, Act Small podcast. I was being recorded for their show. And it was called the Kingsley Grant Show. And it was someone interviewing me to share my experience and the things I've learned along the way, the things I've stuffed up, the things I've improving, and the things I've learned as we go. And so that'll be released in about 2 weeks' time. So I'll let you know where and when you can find that. And second priority is I do have to release an episode of the Think Big, Act Small podcast this week on Thursday, like every week. And it's time to record the intro for the interview I did with Shannon Susko. Susko, I always get that wrong. Susko or Susko? I need to clarify. But Shannon's a Canadian entrepreneur, really impressive lady, done some really fantastic things in her career, and now she coaches leaders like you and I to be the best we can be. So that's the last priority for the Culture Everything crew. And the last one is that it was a big day yesterday and a big weekend preparing for the launch of the Culture is Everything Club. I haven't slept all that much in the last 2 nights and I'm feeling pretty buggered. So my personal priority is simply to get to bed a bit earlier tonight, recover, take my own advice around timeout or refresh and renewal. So that's my personal priority for this 24-hour period. Now, Jo Edie has popped up her priorities. Thank you, Jo. Just number 1, deciding on web developer. 2, emails for mentoring program. Cool. Thank you very much for sharing, Jo. Good luck. Please let us know how you went tomorrow. And hey, this is interesting and this is exciting. A new person has popped up, and that is Kimberly White, whose birthday it was yesterday. KW, nice to have you at Timeout and participating. Kimberly is in another room of this house. She's very close. But priorities for KW is prepare for our family meeting, write a master list of jobs project for outside of our house, and review tasks needed for end of financial year for our Culture is Everything business, which is this one where we are right now. KW, nice. Thanks for sharing. Awesome to have you contributing to the Timeout Huddle, along with all you do behind the scenes here at the Culture is Everything crew and business. So thank you very much. Alrighty, let's get moving. And the second part of Timeout is always, where are you stuck? So important. We've got to know what our priorities are. But if we get stuck, something's slowing us down, we've got to stop. We've got to take a moment to make sure that we are identifying that problem, and then we can try and solve it. So the question I want to ask is, where are you stuck? What's slowing you down? What's getting in the way? What are some roadblocks that you may not have realised are roadblocks, but what quite possibly you could identify, take them offline, solve them, speak to someone. Problems, in my experience, are often a who problem, and that is, who do I need to talk to? Who can help me resolve this? Rather than a how or a what do I need to do? So that's the idea of the where are you stuck part of the agenda. I'm not stuck today. I'm making progress, getting there. Albeit a bit hectically at this end as I try and get the end of financial year sorted out and also recover from a busy few days. Carmel has got a where he is stuck. Let's get that up here and have a look, Carmel. Getting hold of one staff member who works nights elsewhere, so we can't set a meeting date. Yeah, Carmel, thank you for sharing. That is tricky. And so I'm guessing it's a part-time or a casual team member. And it's someone that you're doing your very best to connect with, to support, to make sure you're meeting regularly and communicate clearly. But if they're not with you all the time and you're not able to connect, it is tricky. And so I hear you. Good luck with that. My suggestion, if I've got one, which you know your team member much better than I do, but a patiently persistent approach is really important, and that is, if you can't get onto them, call back and certainly leave another message. And look, it's Carmel. Really sorry to call you again. Just wanted to check and see if there's a way that we can get this meeting locked in. Really like to connect with you, support you, and can you please give me a buzz back? That's the type of approach that I would suggest. But hey, I don't know it well enough, so please do your very best. And if I can help in any way, please let me know. Alrighty. Let's move on. Last part of Time Out Live Daily Huddle is always a good news story told through the lens of a core value. Core values are a bit like rules, but more like guiding principles. And guiding principles, every team, in my experience, needs to have between 3 and 5 core values. They are important ways that we can lead, guide, praise, and make progress in our team. So, my good news story told through the lens of a core value today is from the team that I work with at the Physio Co. Physio Co's got 4 core values, and one of them is be memorable. Now, the person that's lived this be memorable core value is one of our physios from our team in Sydney. And that person's name is Sella. And Sella is a fantastic young fella, really enthusiastic physio, really caring, really connects with his clients, and does a really great job. Of helping the senior clients he works with to set and smash their goals. Now, why Sella has been nominated for living this core value is that he's got a client who he's been working with, and the goal that he's set to work with that client is to make sure they're fit, mobile, and able to attend and have fun at their upcoming 70th wedding anniversary. 70th wedding anniversary. That's so impressive. I'm so impressed. 70 years married is fantastic, but a goal to really be as fit and healthy and mobile as possible at that 70th anniversary celebration is something I really love. And what I love even more is I saw that there was a response from this client's daughter who sent back a message to our team and said, we're so excited that Sella and our mum is working together to prepare for the 70th wedding anniversary. Her mum and dad are still in love, and they still can't wait to celebrate together, including she sent a photo of their wedding, which is almost 70 years ago. It was so cool to see a photo of that wedding when this much older person now was getting married in a much younger time of their life. And so that is the good news story for today. So Sella, awesome work setting a goal. Good luck working with your client and smashing it. And that's why you've been nominated for living the Physio Co core value of be memorable. Alrighty, that is the third and final part of our Time Out Live Daily Huddle. But I can see there are a few more comments coming up over here. So let's check these out and see what we've got. Carmel, we did that wherever you stuck item. Jen, nice to have you here, Jen. Jen, I know you were there last night at the launch. Really appreciate your support and being part of the crew. And it's the first time I think we've had your priorities up. So priorities are: write a column about cultural competence, tidy accounts before end of financial year, and meet with community association to make a plan. Have a long list of home jobs too. R&I time of the year, Tristan. Yes, thank you, Jen. Appreciate that, and thanks for sharing your priorities. Good luck with those priorities. Joe says, not stuck, ready to go after timeout. Awesome, Joe. I'll promise to wrap it up pretty soon. Leanne's here. G'day, Leanne. Nice to have you with us. Appreciate you being here at timeout. And the comment says, attempting a job application after finishing a diploma as mature age and having confidence to start a new career at my age and being given an opportunity let me just try and get the next one. Being given an opportunity with no experience, I meant. Attempting a job application already. Leanne, I think I follow, and I think that that it's tricky finding the next part of your career or the next path, but because you've changed direction. I admire you for trying to change direction. I'm not trying. I admire you for being brave enough to change that direction. Keep going. You'll find it. You'll get there. But it doesn't sound as easy. And you're welcome, Leanne. Keep coming to timeout. We're here to support you when you're at work or not at work. So we're here for you. And Carmel says, I do feel I have a badge to her, but magic happens when you share your problems. She just contacted me. Yes, Carmel, I love it. This is fantastic. Good luck. Making that happen, Carmel. I am excited for you, and the world is helping you, Carmel. So well done. Thanks for sharing. Leanne was here. And last one, Sonia. Guys, I'm going to keep going on these couple of comments because I want to get through them, but the clock has ticked down to 0, so I'm sorry we're a few minutes longer than normal. But Sonia says, g'day, came in late, like hearing about goal success. One of mine is to find new corporate clients for PD training and to interview more business owners on my podcast show. Awesome, Sonia. Thanks for sharing. Really appreciate it. Kira is here. G'day, Kira. Nice to have you. Didn't know you were with us, but appreciate you being here. Priorities, finalise COVID patients guidelines at Hydro. We have a start date finally after 4 months. Yes, Kira, this is fantastic. Alrighty, good luck with that, getting that plan together. Remind all the team again about completing COVID safe and finalise and send off the Little Habits article and video. That is cool. All right, Kira, thank you for sharing. Guys, this has been a longer than 12-minute huddle. My clock up here says we've been live for 17 minutes. I've loved having you all here. It's been fantastic to have a growing crew. Thanks for being here. I'm Tristan White. This Time Out Live Daily Huddle happens every weekday, Monday to Friday, 1:03 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Come along. I'd love you to participate. I'd love you to, if you enjoy it and you get value from it, please hit like, share it with your friends, either public or privately. If we can continue to grow the crew that comes here, I'd be serving my own personal purpose of helping create more great places in the world, and that's what's really important to me. For the time being, have a great day. Get stuck in your priorities. I look forward to seeing you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye.